Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, Head Currency Analyst. In this video, I'm going to go through the key supply zones to watch out for on Euro US dollar, as we could be seeing some further shorting opportunities this week. As we know, price of Euro US dollar has took a pretty heavy move to the downside recently, breaking through some pretty key areas. So 112, 1.1 has seen price breakthrough as well, just through here, and we've seen a lot of downside pressure, mainly due to obviously the war between Ukraine and Russia. Euro just really under severe pressure due to that. Could be seeing some further downside this week. Now, we could look for opportunities for price to pull back higher initially. We could look for price to come back to this sort of 112 area on a weekly perspective, to then look for some further swing trading opportunities. It's just whether price is going to make it back to that area or whether we're going to just see that continued rollover. If I just zoom out a little bit here on this weekly time frame, you can see there's actually quite a decent support zone around about 1.0695. These lows down in here is where we saw some significant buying in the past, so it could be an area where price is going to head to first before seeing a potential move back to the upside. But these headline risks, really hard to kind of pick a direction in the market, or what we're typically seeing at the moment is a lot of the bad news is pushing price to the downside, but then we've got the likes of the ECB talking this week, which could potentially add some sort of stimulus to the euro. However, the outlook is not good. The outlook is not good at all. So to me, euro is still a very bearish market. We did talk yesterday about euro Swiss because price came to a parity level, and the Swiss National Bank did come out and say that they were looking to intervene. Price has since moved to the upside. Doesn't mean that I wanted to be a strong buyer of the euro, just wanted to sell the Swiss franc at that point against the euro, but still very much on the bearish side of the euro, especially against the likes of the dollar. So how can we trade it? What key supply zones can we really look for? So on a weekly perspective, 112 is the supply zone to look for. On a 4-hour perspective, I think they're a little bit different. So first of all, we're at one now. Okay, so price has been testing this area in here around about 10938. I'm just going to open this up, this 4-hour chart, and zoom right in so you can see in a little bit more detail what I'm talking about here. Well, you can see here, price formed this slight bullish candlestick, okay, and then price dropped to the downside on the open. We've come back up, we've retested this area in here, and price is starting to find some sellers again. So because price formed this new low, what I like to look for is when price makes a new low, I like to look at the last bullish candlestick, before price makes a new low. And you can see we've rejected it a couple of times here, and now we've climbed above it, we're starting to reject it again. So that could lead to some further downside. So for number one, we're at one. How would I particularly look for an option to trade this lower? I'll be looking at this lower time frame. At the moment, the 15-minute time frame is still technically making higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so that's not what I want to see if I want to trade it to the downside. If I want to trade it short, I want to see lower highs and lower lows. So I'm looking for an area where price can do something like this, and if we can make a lower high and a lower low, that would be ideal to start looking for euro US dollar to move from this supply zone. If we look on the 4-hour again, I have another area of interest slightly higher up. This is a sort of a more ideal area to short from, and you can see here before price really starts making these new lows here, we have a bullish candlestick, a bit of a pause in the market. So if price actually starts trading a little bit higher, I think the level around about 116 or 1.106, I should say, just a little bit higher up in here. It could be the area where price starts to find some resistance. We do have the level a little bit lower down. 1.1046 is the start of the supply zone. So again, if price ignores this one here and we start to see a move higher, we can look for 4-hour bearish price action in this area, or alternatively, if price gets back to it, look for those changes in cycle patterns on the lower time frame. Okay, so 2 real key supply zones to have a little look at. We're in one right now which could see price drop to the downside, especially I'll be looking for sort of moves back down into this swing low here. Alternatively, look for a move a little bit higher up around about the 1.1. If you're looking at it from a more higher time frame perspective, the 112 sort of lows of that range that we saw could be something you look into. I don't think price is going to come back here too soon. So, you know, the lower supply zones are a lot more appealing to me, but just consider that the price could reach that point. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel to see some more of our Forex trading content, and I'll catch you in the next video.